everybody, it's Lisa, Twyla's mom, and today is Tuesday, May 16th. Happy birthday, Jake! Grandma loves you. Jake is my 9-year-old grandson. He turns 9 years old today. What a big boy. Yeah. Now, Jake probably will not see this, but I still have to tell him happy birthday. I need to apologize to everyone right off the bat. This is our Monday question of the week, but my hands were giving me a lot of problems, and in fact, I called into work Sunday night, and I'm going to have to go back to the doctor because, yeah, we're going to have to re-evaluate my arthritis because it's really given me some issues, and the medication he gave me doesn't seem to be doing very well. But I figured a day late is better than not doing it, and I'm sure all of you understand. For the ones who don't understand, you probably didn't even ask me a question. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started with this because I'd like to be able to answer as many of you guys' questions as I can, okay? All right. We left off on number 21, and this one is from Wanda Gay. What is your special sweet? I love tiramisu, but I like a good tiramisu. Olive Garden has a good tiramisu, but I don't have an Olive Garden that's close to me, so I very, very seldom get it. Number 22, Nicole Stewart. What year did you meet your husband, and how long after did he propose? I met Scott in 2002, and 2004 he proposed. Ina Flo, what is your favorite color, and do you do pocket letters? Would you like to swap? My favorite color is black, and I do pocket letters, but I don't do swaps. I get pretty busy, and stuff, and I'm afraid if I commit to a swap, I may not be able to get it done within a good time frame and stuff. Now, I love to send pocket letters. I very seldom will tell someone I'm sending them one. Once in a while, if I picked up something for them, and I will tell them, hey, I'm going to send you this, and I may do a pocket letter to put in with whatever it is that they were looking for, but I don't swap. Now, if I receive one, I try to reciprocate back. It may take me a little while, but I do try to send something that I have handcrafted back to whoever has sent me a pocket letter. It may not be a pocket letter, it may be a loaded envelope or something like that. But yeah, I know that was a little long-winded there, wasn't it? Chiquita Green. Hi, Chiquita. Do you have something big or little you like to collect besides what you have already mentioned? No, I sure don't. It's the toys and the puzzles. You could call my duct tape, I guess, a collection, but not really, because I do use my duct tape. And I get a lot of books. I buy a lot of books. Now, I haven't been able to actually read what I get, but you know what? One of these days I am going to be retired, and I'll have the time to read all I want then, yeah. But books, though, I tend to read them, and if they're a classic or a collection I've really, really enjoyed, I will hang on to them. But now, if it's just a paperback that I have read once, maybe twice, I will usually pass it on to someone else. So I don't even count that really as a collection. Crafty JJ Newton. Hello, Jackie. How long did you and your husband date before he proposed? Did you have a big wedding? Let's see. He proposed in 2004. We dated for about 2 years. So I guess 2 years, yeah. Well, one of those years we lived together. But I was in my 30s. He was in almost 30, so, yeah. But, so I guess about 2 years. We had a medium-sized wedding, 50 to 70 people. I couldn't tell you right offhand how many were there. But it was 50, 70, somewhere in there. Probably closer to the 40 to 50. Yeah. It was such a busy day, I didn't think to count. Shannon Holiness, have you ever been to Mississippi? Oh, yes, I have, and I loved it. I love Mississippi. Biloxi, Mississippi, to be precise. My sister lived there for 6 years, I think. 5, 6 years, right in that. So, yeah, we love Biloxi, Mississippi. We went to go and visit her twice while she was still living there, and oh my, we talked about moving down there, but they just don't have the jobs that they have around here. So we just never did do it. Lottie Faith, what is your favorite flower? I love carnations. Carnations last, they just last forever. If you take care of them, like give them fresh water, things like that, you can make a carnation last for 3-4 weeks. I have had carnations last for about 3 or 4 weeks because I would take out the dead ones. I would snip a little bit off their stems, give them fresh water, things like that. So carnations. Stephanie Bailey, what made you start YouTube and how long have you been doing it? I just saw everyone else do their Dollar Trees hauls, and I thought, sure, I think I might try it. And one thing led to another, and here we are. And how long have I been doing it? In December, it was 1 year. So what's that? A year and 5 months? Something like that. Sabrina Martinez? Yeah. What does your husband think about your YouTube channel? He thinks I'm silly and he wants no part of it. He doesn't mind if I do it or anything like that, but he does not want to be part of it. He's camera shy. Number 30, Romanita Collin. What age were you when you first got married? And I'm assuming that you're talking about my first marriage. I was 17, was not pregnant, but I was 17. My first husband was in the Marine Corps. 31, Chrissy Huey. Favorite Dollar Tree find of all time? I have found so many nice things from Dollar Tree. My local Dollar Tree would have to be, I guess those emoji pillows. I think I was one of the first ones to actually haul those from all the people I watch. Those little emoji, they're about the size of my hand, and they're just like little softies. From a bigger one, oh boy, washi tape, I guess. If I'm lucky enough to find washi tape, I'm thrilled. I am thrilled. Judy Vang, do you have a best friend, and how long have you been friends? I would think at this time in my life, it would be my sister and my mom. They would be my best friends. It wasn't always the case. The three of us, we were not close when I was a kid. No, we clashed. And I think that's because we just all lived under the same roof and we never got a break from each other. And you know how teenage girls are. They hate each other when they're sisters. At least we did. But by the time my older three were teenagers, the three of us were pretty close. And now that's not to say we don't have our differences and things like that. But the first person, if I've got a problem that I need to talk through, it would be my mom and my sister that I would discuss things with and stuff. So I would say it's my mom and my sister, and I've known them since birth. Yeah. Susan Horatiak. Now, you know, Susan, I always pronounce your name wrong, and I am so sorry, hon. Do you live where Jesse James and his family had their ranch? I live in the same state, but, oh, gosh. I want to say I'm 2 or 3 hours from where they had their ranch or their farm. I don't really think it was a ranch. I think it was more like a family farm. Pat Sweeney. If you could craft for an entire day with a craft designer, who would it be and why? Well, I don't know if she's a craft designer, but she does videos here on YouTube, and her name is Lolly, and her channel name is Lollipalooza. I know you guys have heard me mention her before. She does have a channel. I very, very seldom leave a comment on her videos because she has a lot of subscribers. A lot. Oh my gosh, she is so talented. I get a lot of ideals from her videos, and things like that. So I encourage everyone to look up Lollipalooza. It's spelled Lollipalooza. Lollipalooza. And I would spend the whole day crafting with her. What is your best craft related item you got that made you jump for joy? My scoring board. I didn't want to spend a lot of money on a scoring board, but I wanted one. I found one finally for only $7.99. Now, it's just a small one. It's just big enough to make greeting cards. I think it's a 6x8 or... yeah. But anyway, it's from Martha Stewart, and its original price was $7.99. Well, I thought, okay, $7.99. I can do that. I like that price. But it was at Hobby Lobby, and that week, Martha Stewart, her crafting tools, I think is what they were called, they were 40% off. So I was like, yeah! So that made me happy. Beck Patterson, do you enjoy traveling, and where would your dream destination be? I do enjoy traveling. There are so many places here in the United States that I have not visited that I think I would like to try to find something here. I've always wanted to visit Virginia. I don't know why, but Virginia has always had I don't know, something about Virginia, West Virginia too. I would like to visit that there someday, but my dream destination, Italy? If I had to go abroad, like overseas, I think Italy or Australia. Yeah, there we go. Now, will those two things happen? Probably not. That's a long, long plane ride. Susan Waldrop. Well, yeah, I told you I could not pronounce last names. Do you have any college education? No, I do not. I got my GED when I was in my 20s. But, yeah, I do not have any college education. I did kind of learn. I went to school to like a business school to learn how to do data entry before, personal computers and all that became popular. But people, even back then, doing data entry, and it was a fairly new thing at the time, um, because computers were starting to get big and popular in the business world. They still made very little money, very little money. So I did do it for a short while after I was trained how to do it. But it got to the point having at the time I had three little ones that required babysitting, and having three little ones and not making very much money. I was barely able to pay my babysitting for three little ones and maybe gas for my car. So it was like, well, what's the point in me working if all I'm doing is giving my whole paycheck for someone to take care of the children that I could do for free? So I went back to factory where I made, like, at the time, I made like three times more. So I went back to factory work, and I've been doing it ever since. Julie Boran, how many inches is your hair? Has it been long all your life? I could not tell you how many inches my hair is, but I can stand up. Now, with it in a ponytail, it's missing maybe about that much because it's pulled up. But when it's not in my ponytail, it's down probably right about here, almost to my hips, and I'm about 5'3", 5'3" and a half. It has not been long all my life. I've went through phases as an adult where I cut it off. When I was a child and my mother took care of my hair, she usually always had it. Usually the longest it would get would be shoulder length. Now, as I got old enough to take care of my own hair, I was allowed to grow it out, but I didn't so much in high school. Yeah, it hasn't been long all my life. Let's see. Okay, we are at 17 minutes, so I am going to go ahead and stop it now, and maybe next week we can get through the rest of them, okay? We will be on number 38, and we've got to make it through to 59, maybe next week. Maybe. We'll have to wait and see how chit-chatty I am. I really, really have enjoyed reading all of your questions and everything like that, and I am so glad that we did this. I am. I apologize once again for missing Monday, but like I said, I just did not have a good weekend, and today my hands are still hurting. I know, I tolerate pain, and I don't know, I don't like to carry on about how bad it is. Today it's not as bad as it was on Sunday or Sunday night. Oh my gosh, I was miserable Sunday night. In fact, I called in sick because I've missed 3 days this week this month, or this year, blah, blah, blah. I've missed 3 days of work this year because of my hands. And right now I'm able to do everything I want to do, crafting. I can write. It does hurt when I write, but I can do, as long as I don't have to do a lot of detail work, with my fingers. And it's not even really my fingers. It's more like right along here on the side of my hand and this knuckle on my index finger that really. Now, I did notice that this weekend it is starting to take over my index finger on my right hand, and also as it's starting to work its way up to this knuckle on my left hand. It's primarily been right through here, but it's starting this weekend. It did start getting up to my index knuckle, so I'm gonna have to go back to the doctor. And he talked about surgery, but I don't want surgery on my hands. I don't think it's that bad yet. I think that we should explore other options first because I can still use my hands. They just hurt. And we're due to get storms at the end of this week. So I think that is why my hands are really acting up this week. So anyway, guys, I'm going to get off of here, and I will talk to you later. I've got a couple of Dollar Tree videos that I need to put up. I recorded them on, was it Friday? Yeah, I think I recorded them on Friday. I meant to put them up on Saturday evening and on Sunday, and I didn't get to it. So you'll probably get those in the middle of the week sometime. So anyway, don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and leave me a comment. I love to hear from each and every one of you. Bye.